Hello, I'm Matt from Ludochrono, and today I'm going to give you an overview of Unicorns, which is a game for 2 to 5 players, ages 8 and up, and it plays for around half an hour. This game is all about making gifts to other unicorns. You are a unicorn, you have your tastes, which in turn give you a certain number of hearts, and if you get hearts, you progress, you advance on this happiness track. However, if you land on these colored spaces, the player who has advanced you on that space gains stars, and you need the most stars to win the game. So the game is all about making gifts to each other so that you advance on the right spot. So that's it for the basics of the game. You're going to be playing 3 to 4 rounds depending on the player count. And during a round, you make 3 gifts to other unicorns. So we all have our tastes and we all draw 5 cards from our personal deck, and then we can start making gifts. In this case, for example, I will offer a violin to another unicorn, this unicorn, and my turn is over. We move on to the next player's turn, and then they will offer a record player to me. And then this unicorn will look at the hand and they will also offer a record player to me. They are allowed to do so. Then it is my turn again. I will offer this piano to that unicorn, and we move on like this until every single unicorn has offered 3 gifts to other unicorns. So now we move on to opening gifts and appraising them. In this case, we are going to evaluate the gifts we gave to the yellow unicorn. I give them a violin, and the violin is worth 1 heart, so they will advance 1 space on this track. There is nothing underneath that space, nothing happens. However, the second gift is a piano. The piano is worth 2 hearts, and that unicorn is going to advance 2 spaces. However, this time I landed on a space that is green, so it is worth 1 victory points, 1 star that I get as the blue player because I made this gift. And then we have another piano that was offered, so we move up 2 spaces. That gives nothing to the player who offered that piano, which is the orange player. We do that for every single unicorn, and after that, that's the end of the round. We get new tastes, and we get our cards back, and we give gifts again. And we also pass the first player token. So that's the basic gist of the game. Additionally, we have unicorn powers, and they are symbolized by this card. If we flip it onto its exhausted side, we may use one of these abilities. We can swap 2 tiles of a given board. We can do that to ourselves, but we can do that to another player. You may notice that I flip those tiles over. It's simply because we can't interact with those tiles again during this round. We may also move a tile on a free spot. So for example, we can move this here and then flip it over. We can also discard 2 cards from our hand and draw 2 cards. And we can additionally, when we play with 4 or 5 players, draw 2 taste tiles and select one of them to place on a free spot of the board. So that's it for the unicorn abilities. Now we play 3 to 4 rounds of this, and then we tally up the points. It's the points that we have accumulated, the stars that we have, but also the position that we are on this happiness track, and the players that are above are going to get a bonus. And the player with the most stars wins the game. And that's it for unicorns. So this is a game about gifting the right gifts to unicorns so that they advance on the happiness track and we land on the right spaces. Now, bye bye, be fabulous, and see you on Ludochrono.fr.